What's going on? Move the mouse here back in City Skylines, the town of Winterfell, with our Let's Play Season 5, episode number 13. And I can't recall if I did this on recording or not, or in between, but I converted everything over to geothermal for both electric and heating, because there was an achievement for one, if not both of those, but basically just converted all that over. So we're pulling everything we can out of the ground for heat and electricity. And let's see actually how we're doing there. All right, so let's shut some of these down. We've got more than we need. I don't know why I thought I needed so many. Let's play at 3 times speed and see where that gets us. So yeah, we could even do a couple more. Why did I feel like I needed that much? You know what I might have done? I might have flipped over the electric first and cut out the heat, and then realized, like, oh, we need so much electric to make up for the heat, but then when I added all the heating plants, that reduces the burden on the electric. So I probably did that in the wrong order, which is why we have 8 extra plants and power supply for days. So good news is we'll be in good shape when that demand finally crops back up. We've got some problems here or there, and this is a constant battle. This is now converted back over to farming. I accidentally, in the last episode, remapped my districts, but when I did that, I forgot to drag the... Look, we need that power line there. I forgot to drag the, or rather, move the specialization for farming to this territory. So I had a district here, was covering all of this. I basically moved that district over here and then repainted a new one, but I forgot to, again, stamp the farming specialization on it. So we had a ton of high-polluting industry moving in on our pristine farmland. This was a problem before, having enough workers up here. So we'll demo some of those. That will continue to be a problem for a little bit. If we go into info views and pollution, let's see how... Oh, it's actually fully recovered now. That's great. So we still have pollution around the dump sites. That's to be expected. And obviously around this industrial park here. Plenty of pollution. And then the sewage as well. Ooh, quick little fire there. Didn't even get to see it. Sorry, sorry, fire marshals. Didn't get to entertain you with that one. It wasn't a barn burner, but that's okay. Got our little makeshift ski resort here. We'll have to kind of trim this down. Looks very popular, packed with cars. Everybody loves King of the North. Our local ski resort and town. Let's see where we're at milestone-wise. I don't know if we're going to get one this episode. 40,000. Okay, 3 times speed. 3 times speed, maxing it out. And we need to come up with a little bit more residential, it looks like. Residential and commercial. So, let's see what we've got for space over here. We'll do the outer street in commercial. So we'll fill in all these little odd pieces of zoning that happen because of my angles over here. We'll do all that. We'll do some commercial on the outer strip, since that is going to be more heavy on the traffic anyways. That is okay. Where else could we get some people? We can get some people up top. We've got more zoning up here. We definitely could get some more. Looks like... Oh, wow, why didn't I zone all this in? Did I recently build that and then forget? Looks like we need to extend water coverage over there. So let's do that. I'm trying to find a way to kind of settle into this build. And we want to keep things small. We'd like to keep growing if possible. 40,000 is our next bump. I don't know how realistic it is, though, to get another 20, 30,000 on top of that and still make it feel like a small town. That bit could be a little bit tough. Let's take a cruise around and decide what we want to do next. Let's let the cinematic camera inspire us. Looks like traffic right away. Might be something that we want to work on. It's telling us it wants us to work on traffic. So maybe we do that. Maybe we look at some of the traffic flow and see if we can fix a couple little intersections here or there to improve things. Let's look at one more cinematic camera and see if it hints at what else it would like us to look at. No, I mean, trains there, but let's take a look at our traffic situation. Let's get out of cinematic view. Let's look at traffic. 79%. I can't complain about that. There's some obviously bad spots, right? But 79% overall is not too bad. This looks super heavy over here, huh? So how do we handle this? Let's go 3 times speed. I meant to do that before. I think I did, and I clicked off of it. So yeah, what's with all the traffic getting stuck in the rotary? Rotary's not always the best solution. So the fact that we have this kind of happening here, we could separate this out a little bit. What if we had this coming as a one-way going that way? I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. Let's look at a different intersection, because that's actually backing up the highway quite a bit. So people are coming from here, getting on the highway, and then wanting to get back off the highway. So maybe we need to extend some metro coverage up here. Maybe that's the quicker way. So look at our metro route. So we've got a real basic ugly loop around our town, but we've got nothing up here right now. So what if we gave people a way to get to their place of work up here? Hook them into this system. We don't really have a metro over up in here, so maybe we could do something like that. So let's cram this in as close as we can. Overwrite as few businesses as possible. We will do something kind of up along the top. Where's our... That can work. We'll do something like right there, since it isn't built yet. And then we'll hook all that into this system over here. So we'll get our tunnels out. We'll go curved. Bring this out a bit. Before we do that. And we'll just bring this around this way. So giving people a couple extra options for how to get around. That was not the best. Let's break these. We got enough money. Try and do this right. So if we do something like that. Hook in a little bit more naturally that way. Something like so. But we need to hook it into the rest of the system, so... Let's do that. Maybe we could even come at it like that. So what if we did this? What if we went to lines and we hooked up Old Town and our central stop, and then from there hooked in to this little loop. hit all these stops. Do something like that before we loop back around and complete the line. It's a little sloppy. Definitely going to be something that we want to revamp, but we just want to try and solve some of the problems right now. So from here, let's get everybody connected from this train stop. There's going to be a lot happening at that station, but that is okay. Come on. Let me in there. We will just do that for now to try and get some people moving around on foot. On foot, not on car. So hopefully that will help reduce some of the car traffic through here. We've also got all of the truck traffic, service vehicles, all those sorts of things. So that is just making things a little heavy through here. And unfortunately backing things up onto the highway. We might need kind of an express lane coming over here from this side of town. And in fact, we will have better service for that as we build out this corner over here. We're going to have some roads that do connect up to a couple different spots up there. We just aren't there yet population-wise. Zoning-wise, look at that residential demand just continuing to climb. People want to move in. We got to make space for them, so let's do that. We'll add a bunch of zoning up here. And we should go back and double check kind of where things are at service-wise. One of the mods that I've been using lately that I really love on PC is Watch It, which basically gives you your view like this, kind of floating on the side of the screen, but it also will show you, you know, electric in red or yellow or green, so you can see at a really quick glance kind of where things are at without having to go in the info views all the time, or without having to wait for pop-ups to tell you that there are problems. So let's zone this outer belt too. We won't go too close to the train station because it's a little bit noisy, so maybe we'll start right here next to our sledding hill. I wonder how that kid's doing ice skating. We should find the ice skating rink. I bet he's still falling. He hasn't gotten any better. Been practicing for years in game. He's gonna probably die of a skating related injury at this point if he's just falling, cracking his head nonstop all day long for years. Where do we put that skating rink? I don't even remember now. I feel like it was somewhere over here. That's gonna bother me now. What? Snow, what's the skating rink look like? This one? Is it not a unique? Is it a snow park? Probably. Skylines skating rink. Got a big tree in it. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. He's still falling. Poor little guy. Got about 18,000 concussions at this point. Got a dog down there. Let's see. You know what? We haven't. Let's go down there on foot. Let's go see this. Go see this in action. Yep. As soon as you let him go, concussion. Yeah, come to me. Okay, concussion. Get up. Don't quit. You're not going to learn. You're not going to learn how to skate with a concussion if you don't keep trying to skate. Yeah, he's in trouble. We should put. You know what may not be a bad idea? Double check our hospital coverage over here. How are we doing? Yeah, just in case. There you go. Feel better. At least you don't have to go far to get that neck brace. Get your MRI. CAT scan. Check that out ASAP if I were you. Healthcare up here. How we doing? We've got a hospital. May as well look at healthcare for the city. Healthcare for the city looks pretty good. We're definitely light up here. And do we have a bunch of zoning that we haven't defined yet? Has this not been defined as zoning? It hasn't. So we could certainly do some more commercial up this side. I think that would be okay. That's a little park or something. We'll cram some more in here. They don't mind the noise as much. So we'll do that. All the way up this strip. Right next to the dump even. We're not powered here. I didn't realize we weren't powered over here. Oh, we must have had some kind of lightning strike? When did that happen? And then we need the people to move in, so there's no reason not to zone this off. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll do all this in residential. All right, and then, of course, this can too, because this is not exactly a collector road. It's more of a local side street. So we'll put them next to the dump. I don't know if they'll complain about the noise. The snow dump, that is. We don't want to put them that close to the pollution, I just realized. There is going to be a pollution bubble there. Let's see how bad that pollution bubble is. How far out does it get? They should be okay there. They should be okay. Let's come there. A little bit in. A little bit of a buffer zone. Doesn't have to be too much. This would have been a lot faster with the marquee tool, you're probably thinking to yourself. Thinking, why doesn't he use the marquee tool? I don't know. I like the fill tool. I don't know why. We will... Do we zone this? No, we won't. We won't. We won't. We won't do that to the poor citizens of Winterfell. They've got enough problems on their hands with the looming long night of winter approaching. So that should cover our zoning for a little bit. We'll do that for residential. We still got commercial demand, so let's just slap it all over here. I don't know how well serviced these will be. There may not be enough people here for these commercial businesses to really survive, so we'll put a couple corner stores there. And we've got all this interior zoning as well that we didn't fill out, so let's do that. We'll check our water coverage, and then we'll get back into info views and see what's lacking. We probably need to do more education, maybe more police coverage. Always pays to double check our fire coverage, especially with the luck that I have on maps, which is the worst. So, pretty good there. I don't know why I didn't zone all this off already. I made all this, but wanted to save the zoning. I mean, we need the people moving in, so I'm sure I intended to zone all this. Let's do this block as commercial, just because we have that commercial demand right now. We can always redefine it later. Things are pretty messy here in Winterfell. It's not the best designed city I've done, that's for sure. But I think all that comes with the fact that we're trying to keep it kind of loose and disorganized. City out in the woods. I will definitely want to kind of revamp our transport network for sure. While I sit here and stare at this house burning, it's a good time to maybe look at fire coverage and see how close an actual fire department is. Not that close. Kind of in the middle of all the spots there. All right, info views. Let's take a look at our town. While we are slowly approaching 40,000. Electricity's pretty good. But we may as well enable one of those plants. Let's do that. Get us in the green for sure. that we won't have to mess with it anytime too soon. Water-wise, we need both water and sewage treatment. So let's get on that. Where do we put water? Water was up here. We'll keep doing that for now until we eventually move it into some sort of canal system. Let's see what one does, and then before we go too far, maybe we set up a second one. Water's okay. It's comfortable in the green. I'm happy enough with that. Let's come over here and get our eco water treatment plant out. We haven't converted these over yet, have we? We've got 1.5 million in the bank. Let's pause. Let's get eco-friendly here. We'll delete these pipes just so we can redefine them. Now, I think these handle the same volume, 160. They do handle the same volume as the... Whoops. Can we delete that pipe? There we go. Oh, that's finicky. There's a little spot. There we go. The little spot where it'll let me highlight it. So let's delete these two. And move them over here. Just for the heck of it. I'm trying to think. Was that... Did I just replace the same number of pipes? The same number of plants, rather? So that isn't going to increase our capacity. It's just going to at least move it over to water eco-friendly. Oh, helps if you actually hook up the pipes. Made that mistake before. Let's do some redundancy. Right there. There we go. And did we disconnect power when we did that? Looks like we did. That should solve our sewage problems. It should address and put us where we were, I should say. So if we go back. Oh no, I must have done one extra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're in the green. That's what matters. And we're gonna stop pushing the sewage down the river. Wow, look at how it all settled down there. There's not much current over there, apparently. We're really polluting that that island over there. Hopefully it will wash away eventually. I think it dissipates over time. So, where are we at? Fire safety. Fire safety looks pretty good. We're a little bit dry up there. We've got some trees we won't put out down here, but everything's pretty good. Does the fire department not have a way? They can't just turn left to go do that? Oh no, it's a one-way street. So let's hope that the police station doesn't burn down. We could, I guess, connect this up. This should resolve. A little sloppy, but let's look at the fire coverage now and see if they... Yeah, so now they can leave here. They can turn this way and immediately turn back around into the zone to cover recycle, snow dump, and police station. So all those things are now covered by the fire department. We do need to look at extending this out. We don't have a lot of industrial demand right now, though, so it's not top of mind. Let's see. Missed a little pocket there. What else are people complaining about? Not too much. Little death wave starting up. A broken pipe here? Or there's a power line that doesn't connect anything because those plants are gone. We'll get rid of that. We got a power line up here that's not connecting anything. So that's kind of useless. Does this actually run power across there? It must. So we'll leave that piece of it. And we'll take one last look. I think education, we're in a pretty good spot on. We've got elementaries everywhere. A little light up there. We've got high schools. And 2 university campus. So we'll keep diving through. We'll keep chugging along. We were at 35,000. Hopefully we can get to 40 in the next one, but it is slow going. Looks like we're going to need some more commercial pockets. We don't have any areas we can buy yet. And that is certainly putting a damper on some of our design choices here. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll keep growing. We'll keep trying to expand. I'm not sure, again, if we're going to get to 70,000 in this town. I think it's going to feel really crammed in and going to make it feel much further removed. Make it feel much further removed from a small town. So we'll see if we go that route. We may not. We may pack it in, get it to that point, and then delete a bunch of the zoning and try and get by in a smaller city. But it's tough to fund those monuments and things like that you unlock when you don't have enough residents in town to generate tax off of. So we'll see what we can do. We'll keep pushing and moving things along. So stay tuned for more Let's Plays Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the next couple weeks. And then Thursday streams are kind of random. We're going to be doing indie games, I believe, this week. Virtual reality next week, and the week after that, couples therapy, so some gaming with Apple Buddy before we kick the schedule back and recycle it into the Throwback Thursday. Sunday streams are for City Skylines, and we've started a new build the last couple weeks, so check that out if you haven't already. You can catch the first 2 episodes on demand, where we kind of gave up on Santa Vegas and started a new town due to some financial complications Santa Vegas was running into with all the campus DLC that I threw in much too fast. If you did enjoy the video, likes, comments, shares all help the channel a lot and are greatly appreciated. If you're new here, subscribe, hit the bell to get notifications, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, and until the next one, this is Move the Mouse, signing off.